All right. We're in the conference room, just get ready to meet with some people. And I just wanted to come to y'all and try to get real. I know I've been goofing off for the past couple of days. We have a lot of stuff going on, like I said before in my previous videos. People are literally being murdered. Nurses are speaking out that these people are dying not of COVID-19, but if you put it on a piece of paper, COVID-19, then, it doesn't matter. They get money for it. People are being put on ventilators that don't need to be put on ventilators. Why? Because they get money for it. Small businesses are losing their businesses. And the people that are still involved in destroying families, such as McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, and all them other fast food chains that are open and not having no problem with any type of food shortage while they feed you a bunch of junk. With that said, it is time that we actually take back our states. Like I was explaining to somebody else, and he asked me to explain it to him a little bit better. And I'll do it on here, so I'm not in the store walking around laughing at a bunch of freaks. If you really think about it, the virus grows in your body. Your body temperature is 90-some degrees, 98.7 or whatever. It's close to 100 degrees. With that being said, viruses grow in dark, moist, hot places. They don't grow in the air. When you're breathing your own carbon dioxide, you're giving yourself poisons. So whatever you eat, drink, smoke, depending on what cigarettes you smoke, depending on what toxin is going to come out of your body. How can they make a vaccine for any of that? Because everybody's different. Everybody's getting sick is going to be different. So what I'm putting together and what we're putting together here is I'm going to be making a little booklet, and it's one piece of paper, and we're going to fold it, and you're going to have 8 different things to look at, and we're going to be going out in our community, and we're passing it out. So with that said, I will put a copy of it front and back on here, so if y'all want to do the same thing, the only way to get, also the 5G down, the 5G is going to give you the same symptoms as if you got COVID. While we're locked down, the towers are going up. I am very alarmed that the towers that have went up in New Orleans are really close to the roofs of these buildings. They're close to the ground. People that have put them on their businesses, they get paid large sums of money. Some of them get paid thousands and thousands of dollars. I guess the bigger they are, the more they get paid. I don't know. Not just like when I was saying hold the investors to the UN accountable, which wound up being pretty much all of our attorneys with their second and third corporations. We need to hold these people accountable, not just the phone companies, but the people that are getting paid to put 5G towers up. So if they're putting 5G towers up knowingly of the stuff that it's going to do to you, you can knowingly hold them accountable. So that's another thing that we need to work on. So like I said, I'm going to get these pamphlets together. That's what I'm working on right now. We need to remove these mayors and these governors because, this is their agenda. This is their agenda to take down completely of our country. And our states have divided up in FEMA regions, normally 3 states per region. Or more, but we need to, who's going to run that region? I don't want anybody in my region running it that's in office right now because they're all bad people. None of them are good. So I can't change their complete agenda because things have already been done. Another thing that people really need to think about, law. Never ever have we had no law, no court. If you follow the money, you follow the corruption. We've done that, and I found payments out of... when you go to court, you get in trouble, you pay a fine. You pay them. Well, I found the courts paying businesses. And what they're paying businesses for, I'm not too sure, but I know this. Home Depot and Lowe's, out of city funds, out of court money, they received a lot of money, and their store are open, and they're always packed. We need to get our small businesses up and going. We need to stop funding the people that are destroying our families and link still to adoptions. One of the main things that they keep talking about is if you don't have something in place for your children, we're just going to come take your children. Well, you're funding the people that support adoptions. When you go to McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, any of them fast food chains, just type in whatever fast food it is that you like and adoption companies and see what they support. You'll find something, I promise you. We need to get that, stopped. We can't keep funding these people, and we can't let these people keep getting paid to cause us harm. And we cannot let our mayors and our governors keep looking over crimes that their friends, family, or themselves have committed. That's why I'm going after my state and my region. They killed my friend in Tennessee. He's in my region. In Mississippi, Ashley Cole Treehorn kidnapped my grandson, and she sure led me to a lot of people linked to corruption when it comes to human trafficking of our children. Also, I got led into the human trafficking of the elderly, as well as people that have been labeled with mental disabilities. 5,000 people are held against their will, in Mississippi alone, through the mental health program. The lawsuit went out August 11th of 2016. The DOJ sues Mississippi. Still to this day, nothing has been done. They say they had an audit with the Gulf Coast Mental Health. Gulf Coast Mental Health is all through the state of Mississippi. They are the ones that was robbing Medicaid. And when you try to report it, they won't let you report it. That led to the kidnapping of my mother. One of the judges that was supposed to testify in the Medicaid fraud part of this, they murdered him. He's also linked to my mother being put where she's at right now. There's a lot of stuff being covered up, and I really half believe what's going on the TV when they're saying all these people are being arrested for all this stuff. I don't believe the Q immune. I don't see it happening because I see more property being sold since we've been on lockdown. I see towers going up. I see their properties, the ones that are in power, being cleaned up, and everything's still moving. That's for their agenda. I don't see anything slowing down. So how are they being held accountable? I don't believe it. That's why we need to, in our states, in our towns, in our areas, we need to get information out, and we need to start coming together and talking about what's going on and make the change that we need to make. C Spire has turned their 5G on at 60 megahertz, 60.1 is what I was told by C Spire. Since there's been no court for 3 months for anybody, C Spire had a private court hearing. I want to say in Olive something, Mississippi. I have to pull it up to be able to roll out, to keep moving forward with their 5G. And that's been since we've been on lockdown. So with that being said, how are they able to have courts, but we can't have courts to bring our family members home? We can't have courts to get any type of justice, but they can roll out what's going to harm you. In the bills that were made when this lockdown first started, Trump stated that there was 2 different bills, one for the Nancy Pelosi and one for him, I guess. A lot of money went to people that stayed invested in bioweapons. Bioweapons are meant to kill you. They're not meant to help you. They're not meant to save you. They're not meant to keep you alive. They're bioweapons meant to kill you. Why did our president give billions, not millions, billions, to the people invested and stayed invested in bioweapons? Who were the people that got the money? These are things that we really need to look into, and we really need to start paying attention to, and these are the things that we really need to start talking about. This separation, distancing, wearing mask crap to keep you entertained. If you go right around your town right now, I guarantee you half the homeless people that you knew were there before the lockdown started are going to be gone. I'm sure the people that stand up for your rights are already being announced deceased. A lot of things are bad is happening in our country, and no one's standing up and doing anything. And that's the sad part. We have a very short time. When Trump declared the emergency, he pretty much let FEMA be in charge for 6 months. We're 3 months in. We got 3 months to figure it out. 3 months to get these governors and these mayors out of our towns that are participating in the terrorism that has us locked down to destroy our country, our crops, our food, our lives, taking our children. We have 3 months to figure it out. Because if not, I believe after that 3 months, that's when you're really going to see what's coming. This is the calm before the storm. This is the calm before the storm. So, much love.